Like my mom said, our global organization is called La Via, and we are in Chisinau, Moldova. You can go to the next slide. We live in a small country called Moldova, part of the former Soviet Union. It became an independent republic in 1991. As you can see, it's the little purple one in between Romania and Ukraine. It's completely landlocked, and we're cut off from the Black Sea. The population is 3.5 million, with over 20% of the population being under the age of 18. Just to give you a comparison, the U.S. population is 313 million, and only a mere 4% are under the age of 18. So as you can see, Moldova has a huge number of young people as a part of its population. A little bit more about the poverty in Moldova. The general population, there's about 25% living under the poverty line. Children, even bigger number, 28%. And then households with 3 or more children, for almost 50%. So as you can see, children are suffering from poverty, especially families with more children. Go to the next slide. And we want to share a little bit about institutionalized children in Moldova, which are the children with whom we work. There are currently almost 9,000 children institutionalized in Moldova. That number has fallen from 2006, and half of the children live in single-parent households. The birth rate is 12.5, as well as the death rate, so that keeps the population pretty steady, except for the migration rate. The migration in Moldova is -10 people per 1,000, whereas in the United States, we gain 3 people per 1,000 every year. Moldova loses 10 people, and that's mostly due to parents going overseas to find work, because the economy is really poor in Moldova. You can go to the next slide. Talking a little bit more about children in residential care, right? Like I said, there's about 8,000 children in residential care. That's only about 1% of children. Half of the children in residential care are children with disabilities. During the Soviet Union, all children were pretty much institutionalized if they had a disability, put away in a forest where they weren't seen. During the Soviet Union, there were no issues. Everything was perfect, and they hid all of their social problems. Whereas in Romania, there was a huge number of children who lived on the streets, but in Moldova, they really did a good job of hiding that. And so currently, the parental care, you can be in an institution. There's also about 7,000 children in foster families, and there's very few adoptions, only 200 per year, with most of those being within Moldova, only about 40 to 50 being international. And as I said, migration is a problem. A lot of parents are moving overseas for work. So 136,000 children have one or both parents working overseas. 120,000 children only have one parent living in home. And then 15,000 children are without both parents. Maybe they're living with an aunt, a relative, in an institution, with a neighbor. So as you can see, the economy has really affected the children. Go to the next slide. And now John's going to share a little bit about our